I haven't venerated you yet, which I shall soon.
Thank you very much. How does it feel for you to finally, I would say, be part of the Lord of the Rings legacy?
Well, yeah, finally I am, whether I like it or not. No, it's great. And particularly now I've seen the film and how important the film is. I mean, it's an amazing film. It's a very bold film. I think it's going to set a new standard for anime. You know, we're going to see full-length animes in a way that, you know, this was an interesting experience to go to the Odeon Leicester Square, which is an infamous large theater, cinema theater, and suddenly see an animated film like this and work like a dream. Kenzie's work is incredible. The cast are great. The voices have worked really well. I was very impressed. And the film, the story, the allegorical nature of this film is very powerful indeed.
Helma Hammerhand has such a lethal punch. Have you ever had to hit somebody in your life?
No. I've thought about it on many occasions, but I have been hit. Somebody has actually punched me in the face. I probably had it coming, but I've never hit anybody. I'm not a hitter. I'm not a violent. I don't like violence very much. You know, I grew up in a pretty violent world. You know, if you grow up in Scotland, you know, it can be very tough, especially for kids, and they can be quite savage. I remember there was a very nice lad in this class he was called Harry Carey, we called him, and he was very simple soul and very sweet. And the boys tried to make me fight him one lunchtime. And I didn't know how to do this. I didn't want to fight him. So I ended up beating myself up. So I grabbed hold of myself and threw myself on the ground and started backing myself. And very slowly, all the boys just started to back off and leave me because they realized they were dealing with someone who had certain mental problems, which is what I wanted to it's what I wanted to give out. It was a sort of massive acting exercise.
You often play the smartest man in the room, the one guy you would not want to play poker with. Is this something true about yourself outside of acting?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I do believe in intelligence, and I do believe that you have to think and learn how to think. A lot of people don't know how to think. You know, they just simply don't know how to do it, you know, because we're so busy into doing action, doing stuff, and endlessly being mindless about what we do, mindless without any consideration. So I've always had that. I've been, God blessed with that, a certain consideration of the world and the world around me. So it's made me cautious, and it's also made me observant of when things are bogus, you know. And certainly we're getting a lot of examples of it now with what's happening in the world, and it's pretty awful. It's pretty shitty.
What makes a good voice actor?
Well, you work on your voice. I started when I was 15. And I had an accent you could cut with a knife. I mean, I'm from Dundee in Scotland, and it's probably one of the worst accents in Scotland. Nobody understands Dundonian. Even fellow Dundonians understand one another. So I kind of was blessed in a way to grow up in that culture, and of course it meant a huge journey for me. But it was a journey I was really wanting to take. So I valued the voice. I was invited to a voice class when I was 15. I didn't know what a voice class was. I was just I was a general factotum in the theater. I used to take the money to the bank every day. I used to watch the stage at the end of the day, and I wasn't really even backstage. But then the guy who was the director said, "Come to a voice class," and I said, "I don't know what a voice class is," but of course my curiosity got the better of me, and it opened up so much to me about how that everything comes from here in the voice. It doesn't come from here. That's a mistake that people make. It's from here. It's from the diaphragm, and it's your relationship to the diaphragm. And also, I'm very lucky to be a Brit because we have such incredible voices like Schofield and Paul and John Gielgud and Olivier. You know, we have and McKellen. We have really great theatre voices, and it's a great tradition. and it's a tradition that I'm very proud to be part of. So this was like mother's milk to me, doing something like this. It was like, yeah, I know what that's about, and I did it. And Philippa got it, trusted it, and let it go. So it was a very quick session, less than 3 hours. We did the whole thing.
Wow. Okay. Congratulations on a great film. I know I have to wrap. It's a pleasure to meet you virtually.
Okay, take care. I want to know why you're called St. Bryan.
St. George is my middle name, and it's because a member of my family, Stewart clan, by the way, married a woman whose last name is St. George, and this is what we do. We keep the name in the family line.
So you keep this
middle name.
How interesting. Thank you for that.
All right. Take care.
Bye.